About 5 days ago, I was sitting in my office, which happens to be at 19855 4th Street. It was about 5 o'clock, and I've been working hard all day, so I decided to take 5. So I went outside, walked about 5 doors down to the local coffee shop, and I ordered the 5th thing on the menu, which is my soy latte. And with the tip, it came to an even $5. I picked out one of the 5 empty tables, sat down, and I began to think. It's the job of the first Ignite speaker to tell you what Ignite is all about. It's a 5-minute presentation, 20 slides, that's 4 times 5, that auto-advance every 15 seconds. That's 3 times 5. The speaker has no control over the slides, and they have to end on time. It's also an unwritten tradition that the speaker should have a picture of a cat and a misspelled word in their slide somewhere. This is not that slide. I pulled out my leather notebook, which is about 5 inches across, and I began to write down significant things that comes in groups of 5. Just then the barista came over and she said, "You've got about 5 minutes left, sir. We close at 5. I looked at her and I said, "Do you know that the number 5 is pretty darn significant? After all, Wrigley's gum comes in packs of 5. I've got 5 fingers, 5 toes, 5 senses. There's the book of 5 rings. There's 5 Japanese elements. There's 5 Chinese key elements. And of course, Alberto VO5 hairspray. The 5-pointed star, the pentagram, has been a powerful symbol for many religions and philosophies since the dawn of time. There's a famous poem of Sir Gawain in the Green Knight, where a 5-pointed star in his shield represents the way he was faithful 5 times in 5 ways over. Howard Gardner, created the 5 minds for the future, in which he highlighted how these 5 minds are going to determine our business leaders. Aristotle created 5 intellectual virtues that determine how our soul arrives at truth. Leonardo da Vinci, who was born on tax day, April 15th, created the Vitruvian Man, highlighting the 5 points of the human body. He died in the 5th month of 1519. There's something about the number 5. 5 is a perfect number of points that our minds can comprehend at one time. So I started to think about, I'm going to write down all the things that are significant to me that come in 5s. And I realized this is a great exercise that everybody should do. If you write down your top 5s, you're going to experience one of these emotions: a sense of focus, relief, well-being, a sense of control, or just plain numerological angst. So I made my list, and I started with the 5 ugliest cats on Google. And then I thought, what about the 5 top pieces of photographic equipment that I would take to a desert island for 5 days? What would it be? I'd take my 51.4, 7200 2.8, my lens baby, a 42-inch diffuser disc, and my balls to ask for the shots that I wanted. Yes. And then I thought about, what are the 5 things that I've learned about business over all these years? You've got to act like a business, treat others like you want to be treated, sell only what you would use yourself. You can't fake genuine, and be in business to make meaning, not money. I thought about 5 photos that I've taken that remind me why I'm passionate about photography. I thought about the 5 most powerful sentences you can say to someone. Trust me. I love you. I understand you. I believe in you, and I appreciate you. Which is tied for, get off my foot or I'll poke you in the eye. I thought about what I would do each morning to help my business. Scan my 5-year business plan, take a 5-minute break, write 5 thank you cards, knock off my top 5 to-do items, and meditate for 5 minutes. My coffee was getting cold by this time, so I put it down and I looked at my hand, and immediately, well, it took about 5 minutes actually, I saw on my hand the 5 virtues that were most important to me appear on each finger: compassion, love, courage, gratitude, and faith. And then I thought the most powerful 5 of all, really, is if I simply imagined that I only had 5 years left to live. Where would I go? Who would I spend time with? What would I do? I think that I would tell people to cherish every minute because you may only have 5. Thank you.